are live.
Hey everybody, happy Tuesday.
Woo!
Woo! I know we just finished a sneak peek and we're doing another one right away. It's because we're trying to pull them away from the end of the month, and we know with summer on the way that you guys would want to get your summer clothing as soon as possible. So please forgive us for back-to-back sneak peeks. Generally speaking, we like to have a full 2 weeks where we're not bombarding you with new product, so you have time to relax and appreciate life in your clothes before looking at the next thing. Just a quick note, I will be doing picking saris again on Wednesday morning, 6 a.m. So I'm guessing that most of you will catch it later on in the day, but in case you're interested in looking at that. Today, well, let me tell you who I am. My name is Priya Mohan, and I am the owner of Sari Not Sorry, excuse me, here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. My favorite thing to do is find beautiful, pure silk saris.
Like the one you're wearing?
Like the one I'm wearing, and turn that sari into a totally different garment altogether. In this case, a maxi kaftan, but clothing that is size inclusive, age inclusive, that fulfills its one purpose, which is to fit you and not the other way around. It's not your job to fit your clothes, it's your clothes' job to fit you. And the way that it does that is it uses the natural drape of the silk fabric to lightly caress your body and show off your curves without showing up too much else. It's great for travel. And if you love this kind of thing, I highly recommend you join our swap and sell group. You can access it through our website under the sale menu item. There are so many lovely people there, and there are people who are swapping out older pieces for newer pieces, so there's some great deals to be had. Is anyone able to join us on this warm, sunny Tuesday?
Yes. Jackie says, happy sneak peek, no forgiveness necessary.
Oh, thank you.
I don't remember who Dode is again.
D-O-D-E.
Dode, remind me, but she says, hi, so excited, and Morag has joined us.
Here, guys, Morag made me this. I'm going to have to show it to both of you. She made me this lovely mug on her potter's wheel. So, like, she caressed this mug into the shape that it's in. And she made one for my husband. Those of you who know him as the goat. I just call him Goat. And yeah, and I've got to show you Shafali's as well. And she made a mug for every member of our team. Hopefully over the next little while, we'll get to show you all of them. Now, they all say sorry, not sorry on them. And then Shafali, you'll have to tell me what yours is, because this is a Youngin reference.
It's Studio Ghibli, guys. Come on.
It's what?
Studio Ghibli.
It's Studio Ghibli, everybody. Everybody knows that this is Studio Ghibli. What I'm seeing is Adventure Time.
No, so it's Totoro.
Totoro. It's really pretty. So there you go, guys. It was such a pleasure having Morag in the store today. We got to see her in all her favorite tutti frutti colors, and she also did a photo shoot with us.
Yes, I know. I will share a photo now.
So we dressed her up in some of the pieces that we're going to be releasing in this next sneak peek. You can now find the sneak peek on our website. So if you are watching this on Instagram, comment the word show me. No, live, comment sneak peek, and you'll get the link to the sneak peek. If you are watching this on Facebook or YouTube, did you have the link to the description?
I should have. I hope so.
It should be in there. If not, travel over to the main homepage of our website. It's the first panel across the top, and you will be able to see the pieces. And guys, we sorted out something that is so tiny, but should make things so much less confusing. With the help of our fabulous co-op student from Waterloo Computer Science, Peter, instead of saying sold out now, when you go look at the sneak peek items, they all say preview, which indicates that you are previewing them, not that they're sold out. And on the day that we release them, the preview tag will disappear. At that point they sell out, they'll say sold out. So there you go. This is what we can do with coding. This is what coding does.
Coding!
And script. That's a new word I learned.
Coding! On YouTube, Michelle says, happy Tuesday. Marilyn says, hi, everyone. Stay cool. On Facebook, Christine Turlo says, hello. And Cheryl says, happy Tuesday. What a beautiful piece you have on.
It's so beautiful.
And Marilyn says, these mugs are beautiful. And that was very thoughtful of her.
Yes.
And Dale says, hi everyone. Jane says, hi everyone. Love the Maxi. What's the number? Andrea says, hi y'all. Happy sneak peek. Corey says, love that mug for Gord.
Yes.
Jane says, beautiful mugs. And Morag says, it was fun trying to make mugs to match each of you. And Heather says, I like the preview label. And
yes.
Hey Margot. Margot says, hello collectors and hosts. Tracy says, this is such a bright and pretty kimono.
This is such a bright. Now, guys, this one's wabi sabi,
and it's a maxi kaftan.
It's a maxi kaftan, moderate thread pulls, mild fabric patching. So this one is a steal. It's PRG 6789, and the pieces that we're showing you today should be on the website. So today we are showing you maxi kaftans, one shoulder dresses, and self pocket dresses. The next pieces I think that are going to be coming out, don't quote me on this, but for Friday we should have ponchos and cardigans for sure. Maybe, I don't know,
for sure.
Well, you know why? Because they've all been tagged, except I think it's just the patching release.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the easiest collection to get done because it's pretty much there. And I just paid duties and taxes on the remainder of the shipment from India. So 45 Jiva jackets should be here by Thursday.
Yeah.
That's going to be so exciting. Actually, do you want to show some pictures?
I can. I will pull them up.
And I will move the camera and show everybody.
Yes. And let me just get the photos in check.
Okay, hold on. We're going to see them.
Hold on.
You guys, you can see our fancy setup here.
Yes, you can.
We're so fancy.
It's loading. It's loading
really everybody.
hard. And it's active. A special thank you to Christine. She modeled our pieces so beautifully.
So she's wearing the Jiva jacket there over a boxy top. And then when Morag was in today, she tried on a Jiva jacket, which fit her beautifully, over top of a baby doll dress. And they looked like they were cut to go together. The swoops were in exactly the right places. It was a little shorter in the front. And there was a big surprise today because Morag did not think she would fit the self-pocket dress. And she did. She did, and it looked amazing.
It looked so good.
We got pictures.
Yep, right? I already showed the picture actually, but I'll show it again.
Oh, I should move this camera.
Here is
your camera again.
Another one, and Michelle says, wow, love the great photos of Morag and you, Priya.
Aww.
But that is Morag.
And she's wearing a self-pocket dress. And she said that when she looked at the measurements online, that the exact measurements that she are the exact measurements of the piece. So she thought for sure it wouldn't fit. And what I told her is that we never want anyone to be disappointed. So we always write that it's a tiny bit smaller than it is, just in case. Because we wouldn't want you to be like, well, you said 18 inches and it was 17.35, whatever. So, yeah, so I just want to let you know it fit. If you're not sure if something's going to fit, but you love the style, let us know. And we can try to find somebody who has your approximate shape to try it on, or at least somebody with your bust size. Another option would be to throw a comment into the swap and sell group and say, hey, friends, this is my bra size. And this is the size across my shoulders. Do you think I would fit a self-pocket dress or a sculptural tunic dress? Because you'll find somebody there who has already tried one on and may have your measurements. So it's a great way to connect with people and get some sizing advice.
So Jackie asks, new jackets, question mark? Why don't you show off this piece?
So the new jackets we're getting in, I'm wearing a Mina dress, by the way. Unfortunately, this is not available to our American clientele at the moment. But I'm sure once the tariff issues are all sorted out, we can share our Chinese-made products with you again. So this here is the Jiva jacket. You'll see that the sleeves are completely boxy. They're actually 10 inches from here to here. It has short sleeves. So you have this little neck area, which is about 2.5 inches. And then additionally, there's a seam down here. So the shoulder can land anywhere from up here and it's still going to look good. It's a little bit higher cut in the front, a tiny bit lower cut in the back. The really exciting thing about this piece is, oh, and I can tell you it's 26 inches from side seam here. So actually like that. It's 26 inches from like under this arm here to under this arm here. And then there's still room for your bust at the top because, of course, it's open at the front so it can stay slightly wider open if you need it to. But the really cool thing about this jacket is that it's reversible. So you can flip it inside out. There's pockets on both sides. Last week, somebody asked if it was lined. It is not lined, but it's reversible, so you get silk on both sides. So when you're wearing it this way, this functions as the lining. So there is how it looks the other way around. All of them come in two colors, one color on the outside and one color on the inside. One of the sides has slit pockets that are sewn in, and then the other side has patch pockets right there.
Yes. And Jane says she couldn't find that maxi kaftan you were wearing online. Do you want to give me the code again?
Yes. Now this was, check PRG6789. It should be active.
Oh, it's drafted. I will make it active.
So she forgot to make it active.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's all good.
Okay, there's a fast way to do it if you want to.
No, I think it's just the one product.
Okay. Let us know if there's any more, guys. We just need to tag anything that's a maxi kaftan that's tagged good to go.
Yep, it's already tagged good to go.
So then we can just go in and select a bunch of them and see which ones if we need. Okay, guys. So that's the jacket. And 45.
Amy says, Amy, that jacket looks awesome on you, Priya. Also, hi, friends.
Hi.
Should be on the website now, Jane. And Lisa says, hi, Amy. And Christine said, nice photos, Morag. And Corey said, nice photos, Morag. And Christine said, can't wait for the Jiva.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so I wanted to show this one next. Now, the colorways in this is kind of like a denim indigo blue. This is a minty green, like a dark mint, maybe a jade. And then this color in here is a mix of yellow and cream. And I think the colors are coming out very true on Instagram. How do they look on Facebook?
They're just slightly brighter on Facebook, a bit more yellow, but they're pretty true to color.
Yeah, so just imagine they're toned down a smidge. Okay, so I'm going to try it on. The cool thing about let me tell you a little bit about the one shoulder dress. So I'll even tell you the origin story of the one shoulder dress.
Origin story.
Have I shared that?
Probably a while ago.
Yeah, probably a long time ago. So a long time ago, I had these Hermes scarves that I was collecting off of eBay because I'm a bit of a collector. When I love something, I need all of them because I want to appreciate the beauty of all of them. Anyway, so I had these Hermes scarves, which of course I wasn't wearing every day because how many times do we tie a little ribbon around ourselves? So I took these two Hermes scarves that I had and I sewed them together like this. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I could use the drape of an Hermes scarf and turn it into a dress? So what I did was I thought, first I tried making it a caftan style, but I just didn't feel like it was flattering as it could be. So what I did is I put the neck hole here, left one shoulder bare, and then this arm became the beautiful drapey arm. And what ended up happening is that you can kind of get a sense of a person's figure through here. It ends up looking like it's bias cut. And we've had different customers try it on different ways. Like Morag, it looked great on her, right?
Yeah, she actually just said, Amy, it was so much fun. I got to try on all of the styles, and she looked really good in the one shoulder.
Yeah. She really did.
I think the photo I showed was her in a one shoulder. Yep.
So right the way the one shoulder works is what I do is I take this side here and I kind of line that up with my bra strap. And what you get then is a bit of a clingier drape on this side. And then this side, I just let it kind of dangle off my shoulder like that. I know we had a talk today with Morag about should your underpinning straps show or not. I don't have a problem with it. Like,
yeah, I think it's cute.
Yeah, I think it's cute. Like, I think if it looked very much like a bra strap, like nylon pink and a little dirty because, you've had it for a while, skin tone, that skin tone color, that might not be great. If you have a beautiful flat bra strap, especially the way they make bras now, or like I've got that little tank, the Mina dress strap. This is actually a sports bra. So you can have a sports bra strap. And I think it looks good.
I do too. And TC DeWick says, I will have to come and try on the jackets, but maybe you could answer Jackie's question. She said, how would you adjust the one shoulder so that it's more narrow for narrow shoulders?
That's a really great question. So I know some of our customers have taken this side and sewn that up to make that a little bit tighter through there. And there's probably a bunch of different ways you could do that.
Some customers that are very small, we've had just completely wear it so it's very triangular in the front. So completely push it down.
Like for our shows, for modeling and that.
Oh, no, just customers.
See with customers. So I have one that I've had since we first opened, like since we first created the one shoulder dress, and I managed to rip this part. So I ended up tying the little knot in here to hold it together, and that also works, guys. It ends up narrowing the neckline. The other thing you can do is put a magnet right here on this side to narrow the neckline, or you can also tack the fabric with just a single stitch. So those are some of the ways I would narrow the neckline.
And there's a couple comments on Instagram. Amy and Lisa were chatting about the weather. Amy was saying it was 32 degrees where she is.
Wow.
Jane said, I was sorry I couldn't stay, Morag, because Jane stopped by, but truly, you get lost in the silks, and I'm sure you had so much fun. Amy said, I'm so glad, Morag. It's such a fun experience. I'll have to watch back to see the photos I missed. And Morag said, Jane, it was fabulous. Lisa said, I cannot wait to visit the store. Corey said, thanks for the explanation. I'm always thinking I need to adjust the one shoulder. Apparently you don't need to. And Bonnie Y says, I've used magnetic buttons to adjust the opening. Works perfectly. And Jane says, I may try on a one shoulder next time.
You should give it a try. So what I wanted to show you, I put it on again because many of our one shoulder dresses, did you want to get it?
I'll get it. Yeah.
Are Monday, Tuesday dresses. So we have one pattern on this side and another pattern on the other side, and you get to choose which one you would like showcased on this side or that side. And you can also wear it. I wear mine with Casva pants. I wear mine with the Mina dress underneath. Sometimes I just wear it with safety shorts and a tank top.
No, that's okay.
Is everything okay?
It was Coach Girl.
Oh, because I told you I was working with Coach Girl. What did he say?
He said he'll call another time.
So guys, if you notice that we haven't changed our phone message in 3 years, I finally decided to get onto that. And I found out why we didn't change our phone message. They don't think we exist.
Oh, that's...
Yeah. So, but it's not even popping up. I'm like, yes, but I am here. And I pay bills. And they're like, right, you do. You sure do. So this was the one that Morag tried on, right?
Yes.
So what's cool here is this is the bolo part of the sari, the fancier part. And so that's why you have this beautiful detail on this side. You'll also notice with the one shoulder dresses, because this is the bolo part, it tends to have stripes because it would have gone like that on a sari. It would have looked like that. But what's cool is when you turn this into a one shoulder dress, you get these beautiful elongating stripes across the front and generally also across the back, because this part down here would have been the part that tucks in like that. So there's no pattern up here because it's kind of like the touch part that gets hidden. And then that bottom part down there is what you'd see if someone was wearing the sari. So that's how they're constructed. Let me try this on.
There's Morag in it. And Amy says those earrings with that dress are perfect. What underpinnings are you wearing? It's nice and I like thicker straps. And Corey said, that's a stunner, friends.
This is a stunner. So guys, I am wearing like a little bra tank, like it's a sports bra. So you can be seen in public with this.
Oh God.
Oh my God. And then, I just put my Mina dress over it, which is why you can see the V right here. And that's how I got the thicker straps.
Fun fact, wear a sports bra.
Yeah. Oh, and I did check in. Judy, thank you. Jane, thank you so much for letting us know that Terrera wasn't going to be making any more of those Betty tanks. So I went online to see what I could scoop up, and I have scooped up 6 to 10 more of every size, and they're on their way. But word on the street is, if you don't get one now, you won't get one. So if you love them, as every single person who has bought one does, grab them while you can. Our next shipment ships. We should have them by the end of next week. So by the end of next week, we'll probably have all that we will ever have.
Amy says, oh, LOL, it looked like one dress. That's awesome. And Lisa said, genius, Bria.
Thank you. It's a martini dress for sure.
And that's how Morag felt too. She was like, I need a Margot martini.
Margot. What is that called? Aperol Spritz?
Aperol Spritz.
Aperol Spritz. Like she went with a maxi dress.
That's
honestly
fabulous.
You are, what's that word? Aspirational. Margaret, more aspirational.
We always say you're a sorry not sorry girl.
Yeah.
The sorry not sorry girl. And Holly says, "Hello, ladies. Greetings from the West Coast."
Hello, Holly. Oh, so guys, after the live last Friday, a woman who has a store in Vancouver contacted me. She says, "Oh my gosh, I would love to carry your stuff." And I said, "That's too funny because we have so many customers down in your neck of the woods." And I said, "We were even talking about doing a pop-up." She goes, "Yeah, you should do one at my store." So I said, "Okay, let's talk on that." So maybe that'll actually happen.
Maybe.
Maybe we talked it into existence.
Maybe. Do you remember the name of the store? Maybe we could ask people if they are familiar with that store.
You remembered the name. Blossom and something. It's a plant store.
I will check on Instagram because I actually don't remember it at present.
So this one has embroidery and it has sequin work.
Lisa said, "I'm going to the website now. I need 2 more Betty tanks."
Yeah.
Amy said, "Oh yeah." Amy said, "It's beautiful." J Catflay. Oh, it's Joanne. Oh, Jamie. Hey, Jamie. She said, "Hey, a new shipment already?"
I know. It's because we kept getting closer to the end of the month. Like the last one was on the 29th, and it puts way too much pressure on us. So we're trying to back it up into the middle of the month again. So we have to do that 1 week at a time. So we captured a week on the sneak peek.
The store is called A Sea of Bloom.
A Sea of Bloom.
Yes.
And it's in Vancouver, on Vancouver Island.
This is a good question.
This one has a really great texture to it, guys. How do I describe it?
Sook? In Sookie, BC. SOOKE.
In Sookie, BC, guys. So I don't know how to show you, but this fabric, this silk. Okay, I'm going to have to describe it because I don't think you're going to be able to see it. So let me show it to you real quick first. You might be able to see here. You can see those lines going this way.
Striations.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. So what you were seeing is the striations going this way, but there are also striations going up and down. And so when you feel it, it feels like silk, but it also feels like graph paper. It's like if silk were graph paper, you would feel all the little lines.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what it feels like.
Oh, Sook. E is silent. Okay. But yeah, it's in Sook. And yes, I can model a one shoulder for you, Jackie. Amy said, "Oh, these one shoulders are killing me." And Corey says, "Beautiful." Lisa said, "Yes, pop up, please."
I hope so. So we are getting closer and closer to our Nova Scotia pop-up.
I know.
Very exciting. Gail came in today and told us what to do and what not to do.
She told us a full breakdown.
Yes, thank God. Because she's like, "Yeah, you might want to make reservations." And I'm like, right. That's right. I might want to make reservations.
I actually found that local customer, Christine, actually went to school and grew up in Nova Scotia as well.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Well, do you know Marilyn? Her family is from.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you mind passing me one shoulder to try on as well?
Sure.
Yeah, I can do that one.
So this one here. So this is, I want to try them all on at this point. They're always on the hanger the wrong way. They go this way with the lines going up and down. But have a look at those beautiful flowers there. Absolutely stunning. And I think this would go with our new favorite color, thyme. So there still is, speaking of time, there's still a little time for you to order your Brynwalker linens for the next delivery date, which I believe at this point is now October, mid-October, if you order by mid-July. So that's how it looks with time. Like you can see, it's there. It's looking brighter.
Yeah.
But it is very similar.
And Holly says, "Soak" reminds with toque.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Soak. Yeah, I think that's how it's spelled. And Diane says, "It's outside of Victoria. It's a lovely little town." And Margot says, "Oh, so kind. Thank you." And Morag says, "Scrumptious." So good. All right, guys, I will make my quick appearance. Please do not comment on how tired I am. I basically did a 12-hour day. So this is what the one shoulder looks like on me. I am wearing I have a bit of a dress underneath that's very not sorry, but this is what it looks like. It sits beautifully on you. This is a really soft one. It also has, oh,
It's not even focus work, it's like glitter. It's glitter. It's like little pieces of glitter. Yeah. Really nice, really sweet. So this one here is also extraordinarily soft. It's got like a beigey background, and then I think what's really cool about this one is the border. It's made out. It's like a woven border. It could be cotton, but that really feels to me like silk. You can see it there across the bottom, chain stitched. And this one, again, just a very neutral pattern in grays, burgundies, yearling brown, blue, a little bit of cream. It is not looking accurate. That's how it looks in real life.
Does everything go with time? Asked Jamie. I was thinking I need a brown like vinaigrette, but maybe I need time.
So what I'm finding is that whenever we get a piece with teal in it, it could go either way. Orta is the mid-tone. Lyrebird is the very dark teal that goes with everything. I find that when we get multi-tonal teals that kind of ombre into pastel-y teals, usually in flower petals and things, that's where I'm really seeing the time show up.
Mm-hmm. And Holly says Soak is on Vancouver Island.
Nice.
And Margot says Morag and Margot with the martinis, little sisters. And then Corey says broke down and ordered honeycomb yesterday. LOL.
Otherwise it's going to be the one that got away. Guys.
Yep. Lisa said, I have a question about the Joanna jumpsuit. How much difference between the sizes? Like, is an extra large way bigger than a large or just a little bigger?
Okay, so I'm going to tell you my experience going from the medium to the large. So I found with the medium, I felt like I could see the outline of my tummy through here. And with the large, there was a little bit more room through the hip. In terms of the top, I didn't really feel a difference. I think where you do see a bit of a difference is the generousness through the hip, if that helps. So the fabric on this is stunning. Again, we have silk embroidery kantha stitching, and you can see it outlines all of the flowers. And then down here, you can see what it would look like if it wasn't outlined. So this is not outlined in kantha stitching,
Outlined.
And up here as well, not outlined and outlined.
And Lisa said, get them both. And yes, no problem, guys. Happy to help. Morag asked, Morag, could you just remind me which one you're wondering if it's raw silk on the border?
Oh, she might be talking about the one with chains.
Yeah. And Jackie said it was a great color on Priya. How close is the honeycomb to yearling?
You'll have to grab a yearling.
Look at her yearling.
So honeycomb is an ochre with green undertones. Yearling is an ochre. I want to say a true ochre. It's more of a true ochre. Yeah. So this is honeycomb. This is yearling. Like it's close, but this definitely has more greeny yellow in it, and this has more brown in it. And don't forget that this is a spring color, and this is fall. But the color that I thought was really close to this is pine cone, which again has more red in it.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting a pine cone for myself because I thought I wear these neutral ochre colors a lot, and I seem to wear the brown red tones a lot. So that's why I went with pine cone. You can see the difference in this has more red in it, and this has more yellow. Right?
Mm-hmm.
See it?
And Holly really helps me out because I'm exhausted and I couldn't remember how to say toque, and I told her toque because that's how tired I am.
My poor Shefali.
And it's actually
drama in Shefali's life.
Yeah, and it's not soak, it's sook. Sook that rhymes with took, like the cooks.
Wait, I thought it was like
sook, toque.
T-O-Q-U-E.
Yeah, took, toque, souk. But kook. Yeah, it's kook. Okay, this is another funny thing. I still listen to this band called the Kooks, but KOOKS. But I used to call them for years the Coke, like Cooks, the Cooks. I used to call them the Cooks for years. So I seem to have a really big problem with
Sorry, well, I just
words. I really love the definition it gives.
This blue, I love how this makes it look like my underarm starts here.
Okay.
Doesn't that make me super
skinny queen?
Skinny queen. Wow.
Proportion.
I was going to like it the other way better, but I don't.
And Lisa said, thanks, Jane. My large is comfortable, but I think that's only extra large is left in the black jumpsuit, and I want it so badly. Margot said, get it? It's so gluey that you won't not gluey, flowy that you won't be able to tell. It autocorrected to gluey.
Yes.
Debbie says, thanks. I was trying not to buy yet another one. Jamie said, do a little pampering after this.
Do you know that?
I do not know who that person is. And why don't you?
Yes. Right here. I think it is too. Oh, wow. Okay, this one is greens, like actually green, not teal. Red, orange, and goldy ochre. That's can you guys see the work in that? So it has two different kinds. I'll show you guys. It has two different kinds of sequins in it. So what you have down here is like, so these sequins here are the same color as the fabric. So they kind of disappear. They just add texture. But then sprinkled throughout the piece, you have gold sequins, and that's where the sparkle is coming, gold sequins. So you have textural sequins and sparkly sequins. And then on the other side, you have just a tiny area with sequins and embroidery down here, and then the rest is coverage.
My God, your armpit stretched so far away from you. And yes, thank you, Jamie. Amy says, Lisa, it's a lot of Jamies, Amy's, Margot, Morax, Sook, Kook.
And Shafali's brain is done.
My brain has fried and also roasted and seasoned with some
barbecue seasoning.
No, salt, pepper, and oregano. And Lisa said, I think I have the XL in blue that could part with that I could part with if you're in Canada. And Lisa said, Orta with this one, question mark? And Jacqueline Webster says, so beautiful, late to the show, but wow, indeed. Wow,
so
indeed.
This one is honeycomb, and I think it matches beautifully. It's like through here.
Yeah.
Because it's a very earthy tone.
I think also having the honeycomb underneath really makes the teal pop.
Yeah.
I also think personally this will be too green for Orta. I think Orta is a bit more blue.
So this is Uni. This is definitely the one that everybody has to get.
Yeah.
Uni is in everything.
Uni will be the one that got away.
And then, yes, I think the Orta has more blue in it. And it's funny actually, because this is a green, not a teal, but when you put it with Orta, there are, I guess, some places, like, because it is a bit multi-tonal through here, that kind of match the Orta. It doesn't not match. But you would think that Gremolata would match, but Gremolata is very yellow.
Yeah.
And this is a truly like a blue forest green. But it does have Orta in it. Right in there. It's beautiful, eh?
It is so beautiful.
Fancy earrings, hair up, heels.
Do your heel walk?
So,
okay, Daphne Guinness.
Put Daphne in fancy shoes.
You need to have it. Oh, that was good, Margo. That was good. Gets a clap. And Amy says Shafali's brain is soup. I know. I'm currently Shafali soup.
Yeah, you've been working hard.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, I love this. So, ooh, look at that color in there. So we definitely have grays, burgundies, and blacks. Is that Torta?
I think so.
It's a brown. It's a taupey brown.
It's just got less gray than Torta. Torta has quite a bit of gray.
And this is pink.
Yeah.
Up in here, not cream.
It's like, maybe Rosa would be nice with this.
It might be. Rosa.
Rosa.
But Not the pink we have.
No. I mean, I think also the rose we have is nice, but I think that
the rose that we have might be too bright, which is why I think you might be right. Rosa.
It's got the right tones. It's a bit more purpley, but I think it still works.
It would work. Somebody would have to get really up close and personal to see.
And that's too close, guys.
What are they doing that close to you?
Lisa said, I'll keep that in mind, Amy. I really want black. I don't know why I didn't buy it for a long time. Corey says, good one, Margot. And Lisa, yes, you're in Winnipeg. Corey said, these lovelies are all in my color palette.
Look at the border on the bottom of this. That is stunning. Oh, and it's up here too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Didn't this come in a poncho?
I don't know. We'll see. Soon we will see.
No, in the last collection.
I do recognize this
pattern. It came in a poncho. I think we still have the poncho in the store.
It's pretty. Do you want to check and we'll see if you can do a layer thing?
Oh. And then have to tell me twice. We have too many ponchos.
That never happens to us.
Looking.
Yeah, I feel so pretty in these. We used to call these the $1 million dress because they make you feel like $1 million. We might not, Shafali.
Well, while she's looking poncho, maybe it's so sneak peek, but I did find one that's very similar.
So this one is soft pale neutrals, kind of like a burnt orange, different shades of sand, gray, sage. Oh, that's an interesting choice. Shafali, you're so smart.
See, there's something going on.
There's still something left in your brain. It's not mush yet.
Would that match Nochi?
This one? No, this one. Yes, this would match Nochi.
Yes.
Because Nochi's just a very earthy brown. Mm-hmm. So anything with an earthy brown is good.
And Lisa said, stunning.
Yeah, I would have thought that this would be too orange. I think it is. All right. Can we layer these two pieces?
So today, Christine, when she came in the store, so Christine makes her own jewelry, amazing jewelry, and she actually had these really beautiful, like glass beads.
So I've already contacted that was the other thing I did while you were gone. And so yeah, working on it. We may have fabulous beads they're made of glass, they're handmade. And you can tuck part of your silk into it and just lift it up and it will stay.
I'm getting one for sure.
Yes. So I contacted them. They said it'll take 2 or 3 days. And then I think we should also, at some point, we decided we were going to showcase
more Christine's jewelry. Yeah.
So I don't know how. I'm sure there is a way to put these together. And I'd like to think it would be a way that would cover that arm.
You know what you should do?
Put this on first.
You should do kind of a half. Is it possible to do kind of a half or maybe a full, like, you know how, what's her name? Sandy's sister?
Oh,
Catherine did the tunic, the sleeveless tunic. If you flipped it over and then you put it on. So yeah, flip it inside out. And then you took the side that was sleeveless.
Okay.
And you took the 2 ends. No. Yeah, you could do that. Or
do that.
Or keep it to the front of you.
I don't hate this.
I don't hate that either. But humor me, please.
Okay.
So turn it back.
Okay. You
know the ends of the sleeveless arm of the poncho?
This and this.
Yes. Tie those.
Okay. Tight.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking, or maybe tie them not at the end, but kind of in the middle.
Like up here.
Yeah. So that it's not that you're taking the ends, but take the 2 ends. No. Farther up the 2 ends. So you know how the edge of the fabric? Go up the edge of the fabric. No. Let go. Okay, guys.
Oh, I never would have got that.
Oh, I know.
No. I would have said create a sleeve by tying the fabric together higher up than the corners. But my brain is not mush yet.
That's not my strong suit. Currently. Did I win an award in high school for English? Yes.
Yes.
Is it working now? No.
Okay. It's cute. I do like that. I feel like this side.
It needs something.
Okay. I did like what I had going.
Yeah, no, go for it. I was just wanting to be humored.
Yes, and I appreciate that. That's a good idea. But maybe not for this particular look.
Your goat has entered the chat.
Has he go?
He said, no, you cannot layer these two pieces, Priya.
Look at this beautiful, this mug. Look, it has clouds in it. Clouds in your coffee. Morag made it for you.
Yeah, I sent him a picture actually.
What did you?
Yeah. He said, I love it. That's so sweet.
So nice, right?
And Jacqueline said, I have this poncho in my order. And Amy says, oh, that's exciting about the rings. Jackie recommends tie and twist over the neck. I think that was a Margot hack. And then Margot called out Gord and said, oh, yes, you can, Gord. And Gord said, he succumbed. He said, well, maybe. And Varden says, too much gilding the lily.
Might be a little bit.
Yeah.
But, it is through playing like this that we come up with.
That's cute. I actually like that.
Right? Like,
yeah.
You don't think what you could do until something makes you want to try to figure out what to do. It could be gilding the lily, but there's something here. We just need to figure it out.
And Margot agrees. She says, no way there's too much gilding the lily. You can only live once.
Yes.
Jamie says, oh, wow, I love the updates to the website. Lisa said, it's like that game where you tell the blindfolded person what to do.
It really is. And speaking of two blind people who are going to try to be told what to do, if you are part of the Swap and Sell group, I encouraged Judy to post on there what she sent to me, which was instructions that Shefali and I could use to demonstrate how to.
Oh, yeah.
And it is so organized, so easy to follow. We will definitely have to do that for a live, do exactly what she said and see if we can pack it. And then see how many outfits we can make out of it. That's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
But if you're on the Swap and Sell group, have a look at Judy's latest post. You're probably going to want to screenshot it or copy and paste it because it is the ultimate travel guide if you are somebody who wears Sorry Not Sorry silks and wants to only go with a carry-on.
Mm-hmm. And Morag says, Amy says, you're so talented, Morag. Jacqueline said, now this one shoulder has to go in my wish list. And Morag says, thank you, Amy. It's always fun making gifts. I get to be creative. Amy says, oh, can you pin or put her post as a featured one so that it can be saved? Corey said, that's Judy. Super organized.
Yes, and I can do that. Ooh. And actually, Jacqueline, I was thinking of you when I get these red and green ones because I know how much you love red and green. Look at this. So this one is definitely a dark forest green with fabulous paisley designs, or butas as they're also known. There's more paisley through here. There's sequin work on it. And then on the other side, you get a much more simplistic view of the fabric because it doesn't have the embroidery. And what a difference between this and that.
Oh, yeah. Ranveer Pra asked, do you have the jumpsuits back? Sorry, late to the live.
That's okay. So the jumpsuits, funny, 3 people today have asked about the silk jumpsuits. So we have stopped making the silk jumpsuit style. And the reason we stopped making it is that the proportions, in order to get the points to land so that the legs weren't too long in the center, but there was enough fabric at the bust for sufficient coverage, it was really hard to manage that when saris come in different sizes. So there were some saris that were quite long, in which case we could have ample bust and still keep enough of a slant on the leg.
That's fine.
Oh, is that an Airbnb person?
I think so.
I'm going to let them know.
I will let them know.
So we gave up because it can be done, but it's so rare that it's perfect. And we don't like selling you something where we can't ensure the fit. So this one here, what I really love about this is the yellow and the purple, because you wouldn't think to pair yellow and purple with red. And it looks beautiful together. The silk on this is extremely soft. Beautiful.
Warden says Merry Jingles for Christmas, and Amy says, Jane says, thanks, Judy. I already screenshot it. Judy says, comes in handy sometimes. And Amy says, as a chronic overpacker, Judy, I really, really appreciate that.
Me too, actually.
Me too.
I always overpack my silks because I'm always thinking, well, this could go with this. Like, I even love that you said just wear the Landon pants. They're easier to pack.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm like, Casba, but I love the Landons as well. They are lighter. And the wrinkles do fall right out.
I also found that the more when we went to Italy, I had to take a backpack, and I actually wore the Casbahs on the plane, but I packed the Landon.
Yeah.
Because the Casbahs they're
heavier. They're bulkier. I find that when I travel, if I take 2 or 3 pairs of the Casbah, that's where all my packing space goes. But the Landons are so much lighter. They're just as comfortable. Does one need both?
I have both. I have no regrets.
Okay, so this one's super fun. So this one has these lovely geometric prints. There's also tiny little polka dots in there.
Amy says, love the design on the pink.
Yeah, it's really pretty. So we have this floral design here. And then this one is just a tighter floral design through here.
Does it go with Barbie pink?
Does it go with Barbie pink?
I love the back of this dress.
Yeah, I'll go dress. I think that this has too much purple in it. Yeah, Barbie pink is really not
a true purple. Pink. Yeah,
it's a true pink.
And Jane says, "Oh, yeah." And Jane says, I want to pack 5 pairs of Casbahs.
I also tend to pack at least, even if I'm going just for a weekend, 2 pairs of Casbahs. The last time I went to Ottawa, which was only for a weekend, I packed 1 pair, and I just felt like something was missing.
Yeah.
I had enough clothes. I was fine. But where was my second pair of Casbahs?
Yeah. OMG, said Amy, that caftan, I missed it the first time.
Yeah, that was the one I was wearing when I first started the live. Okay, so this one, first of all, you need to know that this is butter. Absolutely butter. This is one of those ones that feels like suede because it's so soft. The colors that you're seeing in here are a vanilla. It's either that or the world's palest peach.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other colors in it are different shades of peach and pink. The peach is a little bit like a skin tone peach, like if you had a tan, skin tone with a tan,
mm-hmm.
And gray. So like a cardboardy peach color, gray, and pink, and cream. So soft. Crazy, crazy, crazy soft.
Morak says, I have 5 pairs of Casbah on this trip, but I'm driving and could have hauled, honestly, my entire wardrobe.
This is another stunner. Now, this one has so much embroidery on it, it's actually heavy because each one of these little mango designs or paisleys have sequins around them, and then this is all embroidered around the pattern. You can see all that embroidery there. The colors in this are raspberry, like a muted raspberry, green, pale brown. There's so many colors, guys, I can't even name them all. There's a deep red. There's black as the background. There's almost a very, very, very pale pink that reads as white. This part in here is really fun because it looks kind of like watermelon.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. Or strawberries, maybe strawberries. Like strawberries.
Jane said, I'm hoping I can take a carry-on. I'll figure it out. And Plony 18 says, was the vanilla and peachy one a one shoulder?
It was one shoulder. Woo. I feel pretty. So here it is here. And there was a question. Carrying things, cars, so on. Oh, if you were looking for a really great size carry-on, Judy found an amazing carry-on. She's posted it in the Swap and Sell group. I got one as well. And I used it recently and thought it was just the perfect size. Oh, is this the same fabric?
Yes.
Okay. Will we gild the lily again?
Yes. Why not?
Okay, so this time I'm going to try it my way. So this is going to go here. Let's go through here.
See, I started it. I did step 1. Now it's time for Priya to figure out the rest.
And then this, I'm going to tie here.
I would definitely do the sparkles to the front, or maybe...
So.
No?
Okay, so this gets tied up.
And Amy said, okay, friends, gotta go. I'll watch later.
We're using up a lot of your life, Amy.
Yeah.
Shit, if you can even come out sometimes. Okay. What do you think?
I like it both tied. Like if you tied both of them together.
I think then it's going to affect this.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, like it's going to start pulling it in.
How would it look if you wear the poncho first and put the one shoulder on?
I was thinking that. I think it'll get a little squishy in the armholes.
Yeah. It's kind of sweet.
It's sweet, but I don't.
That takes away the drape from that side.
Yeah, I think one side tied is enough. And it's not like it's something you have to do, but if you do happen to have a one shoulder dress and a poncho that are kind of the same color.
Floney said, I'm always on the lookout for pastels, icy colors, and Easter type happy colors.
That's good to know because I often pass on Easter type happy colors.
Yes.
Because I feel like someone's going to say that's too much. It's not Easter every day.
And Lisa asked, can you turn around? And Corey says, in my opinion, it kind of takes away from the dress.
Well, you lose the drape.
Yeah.
Right through here. Yeah. Well, now we know. This is how we learn.
Maybe gilding the lily is not for everyone.
Well, maybe this isn't how the lily needs to
be gilded.
Yes.
True say.
Yes. But it is nice that we have the same fabric.
I know, right?
It makes you think you could definitely do something.
Like, that's what I'm thinking. Something is there.
Yeah.
Oh,
this. Yes. Margot's.
Is that Margot's or is
Margot's.
that
No, this one's Margot's.
What's her name? Sandy's hack.
No, Margot's.
Oh, this one. Yes. That I like a lot more.
Look at that.
Ready for the opera. Oh my god, look at that perfect band it creates in the center.
Okay, this I would wear. I would 100% wear this together with a great necklace.
I'm just thinking it could almost be like Bolero sleeves, said Lisa. It could be. We're also getting the ponchos made in conjunction with the maxi dresses. So you could turn the poncho into kind of like sleeveys for your maxi dress.
Okay, I don't want to take this off because it's kind of cool.
It's very cool.
Like if I saw this in a window in Yorkville or something, I'd be like, oh, look at that amazing structure.
If you saw the Maharaja in that outfit, he would give you the kingdom. Yeah. Magnet.
Chain magnet, right?
Yeah. There's one on the mannequin, Priya. Yeah. No, the mannequin that I put the other side of the store.
There's no need. I am as tired as you are. I have also been working 12 hours. And I'm 100 years older than you.
Guys, she said it, not me. Christine said it flows so nice.
Yeah, I actually kind of adore this.
Oh, that's cute.
That's really cute. Now imagine if I had like a gorgeous necklace on and then fancy earrings.
Hair sort of up.
Hair sort of up, sort of down, and sort of up.
Sort of down, sort of up, in between.
Yes.
Okay, love that idea with the ponchos. Corey said much better, and Judy said gorgeous.
Yes, we did it. Seagord, we did it. Just take some playing.
I'll go home. Yeah, I don't see all these hacks.
No, that's what he always says, because I don't want to see the hacks. Like, that's boring. That's my tune out. Like, I like the hacks. The hacks are fun.
How did you do this? Asked Jackie.
I will show you in 1 second.
Yeah.
So what I did is, what time is it, Shrugs?
It's 8:56.
Okay, we'll do it. We can do it. Okay, so this is a hack that we filmed during the hackathon, but I don't know that we've shared it yet. Actually, I know that we haven't shared it. It's on my list. It's on my to-do list. So what you do is, here is your poncho, and you hold it portrait orientation. You're going to take these two corners, tie them together into a cute little knot. Then this is where the fun happens. This little loop that you just created goes over your head. Your
Whoa!
through here.
Whoa!
And you can do this with a kimono
Sleeve top as well.
So we did it. Just like that. I mean, like if you had a black sheath dress. So pretty.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it too.
So elegant.
It really is.
Margot said it's like a jacket over a dress. Margot said, oh yeah, I forgot. That is my hack. True.
This goes over here too.
No losing hangers today, friends.
I'm getting so much better. Okay. So this one, I recognize this one for sure.
Yeah.
So the colors in this are different shades of gray and taupe with black, and then you have all of your fall flower tones down the bottom. Pumpkin, deep coral, like a dusty coral, and red and yellow. Oh, wait till you guys see this next one. You guys are kind of gonna love this.
I remember the poncho in that one.
Do you really?
Oh yeah.
It's a stunning. You might just put it right on.
Y'all ain't ready.
I'm gonna just put it right on. I'm not even gonna show you until I turn. Because it is too nice. Okay. Did I do it? All right, guys. All embroidery. Fabulous fuchsias, oranges, blues, cobalt blue, green, magenta, like a taupe, ochre, fabulous green, Kelly green, more of this kind of ochre color. With the work on this. So this is honeycomb with this. I would say that's pretty close. There's honeycomb with it.
Really nice.
Fabulous colors.
Of course it wowza.
Yes, it's a
wow. Jacqueline said, wow.
It's a lot. For sure. And then this is it. Backward. I sometimes tuck mine in as well, guys. Like if I'm wearing casual pants, I'll tuck this whole side in and just let that drape. Wear it like that. Well, this side's kind of elegant this way. Okay, so we have. Oh,
hey, Ellen. Ellen says, stunning piece.
Ellen, I think, has pants that would match this.
I think so too. And also, Michelle Rotzier said, whoa.
Yeah, it's spectacular. Come there. So it goes. Okay, that's it for one shoulder dresses. That's it, that's all. Which now gets us into the happy world of self-pocket dresses. So I like to wear these with Caspa pants. I've also been known to wear them with leggings. I also wear them with a Mina dress. So it really just depends on the weather. And this one is sheer. They come in both a sheer silk or a crepe silk. The sheer is a georgette, and the crepe silk is opaque. The color on this is okay.
Honeycomb.
Honeycomb.
Pinecone.
Do you think pinecone or tap?
Yeah, that brown is it's not exact, but it works. It's more blue.
It's a little muted, but it works because there's so many tones in here.
I think
it's on the bottom. Which one? Pinecone?
A pinecone and gremolata.
Okay. Oh,
those are my and kelp, actually.
Gremolata. Yes, gremolata. Pinecone. Pinecone's really close. Pinecone's pretty. Gremolata is through here. Gremolata is a perfect match. Once again, Shefali calls it. Kind of liked it with the teal and the brown better, though. Or honeycomb.
Or what about kelp?
Right, kelp. I'm going to say with kelp, it's neither here nor there.
I agree.
It does have black in it, too.
I personally like it with the pine cone and the...
I liked it with the pine cone. I thought it made the blue pop.
Yeah. And Ellen said, I think when you wore it backwards, let them see you leave.
That's right.
And Lisa said torta. And I think torta is like of course, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, torta would definitely work with that. Yep. Okay, so this one is another one of those unbelievably soft pieces. I hope the pictures online do it justice. It is the sweetest, most delicate print. It's got oranges, greens, blacks, magentas, purples, reds, blues, a little bit of everything, but it's just a very, very delicate print. So you could probably wear this with
Lupine.
lupine.
Lupine, dandelion, or honeycomb.
This is Astra. It works. Dandelion or lupine? Dandelion.
Jamie said, that's silk. Want.
See, what I think is it's going to act as a neutral.
Yeah.
Right? And then you can pull out whatever you want. So it's almost going to read like you're just wearing a plain red. But depending on what you pair it with, you're going to get totally different looks. When you wear it with orange, it really looks purple.
Yeah. I think even lupine would really make the purple pop.
I'm trying to find that red.
Red. Jester is a no-brainer. That's nice, actually. I really like that together.
Where is lupine? Oh, that really brings up the purple.
That's my favorite.
So yeah, this one is a chameleon for sure. And the silk is unbelievably soft.
What's the code?
The code on this one is PRC6827.
And Michelle says, try the pink.
Try pink.
6827?
Yeah. Yes. I wouldn't say no. So here's the real test. What about time?
Yeah. I actually don't hate it with time.
I think this is just one of those pieces that's going to look good with anything. And then what you would do is the jewelry would pick up the pant.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Yeah, you did a photo shoot with this, right?
Yes, and I'm going to post the photo right now.
So this is a crepe silk.
Actually, maybe you want to show the camera, the photo?
Oh, right. Okay, give me 1 second.
This is with, which pants were you wearing? Lysianthus?
Lysianthus. Oh, no. Okay, good. I didn't end it. So there it is there. With the Lysianthus pants. We're still maybe not. Let me try this. So this one, well, I'll try it on first and then we'll see what colors it goes with. I think it's full silk, but it goes a lot. The nice thing about this is it is a crepe silk, so you don't have to wear a whole lot underneath it. The colors that are in it are a turquoisey blue, a tealy blue, yellow, black. There's some rust up here. There's some cobalt up there.
I don't think the pocket's tucked in.
This pocket's not tucked in.
But also, if you didn't want it tucked in, you could do that.
You can do that. Or there's that little hack you can do.
The Priya hack?
Yeah, you can take the bottom of the pocket from the inside and tie it into the point and round that out a little bit more. You could also use a magnet to do this. It's very easy to do. Do not be fooled by how long it's taking me. There. So it gives you a little bit more of a sculptural lift there. Okay, colors. Let's have fun with colors. I'm gonna try them all for fun.
Go for it.
Okay. Whole pot. Quarta. No brainer.
Yeah.
Okay. One missed a couple. Pine cone.
I actually like it. I don't hate it.
I don't hate it. Okay.
Jester.
It does have some red in it.
I actually think it's nice with the pop of red. Does it work seamlessly? No, I think uni works seamlessly.
Yeah, this one also doesn't work seamlessly, even though the color's way closer. This one is Time. I'm going to say no to Time.
Time is actually very unusual.
It is an unusual pairing.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't hate it.
I think you need like an in-between kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Like a layer that separates them?
If this was a different style but the same fabric, it would look
like if I were a poncho?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pink?
It's not bad.
Okay.
Lupine?
Lupine?
I think lupine is funky. There's something about purple and yellow that I really, really like.
It does look funky together, and it makes this up here look purple.
Yeah.
Okay. Sandpiper? No.
Doesn't do anything for it.
No.
Doesn't do anything for it.
Flurry? No.
Doesn't do anything for it.
Dandelion?
Yeah.
Dandelion for the win, guys. I would absolutely repair this with Dandelion.
Having some trouble.
Having so much trouble. Okay. Astro. Yes, for sure. Night Shadow? Maybe.
Neither here nor there. I like help with it.
Kelp doesn't not work because it's such a dark neutral.
Honeycomb I like with it.
And
Gromolata I like with it. Also, I have a lovely question from Margaret. Hey, Margaret, she says, is that a kimono suit top or poncho on the mannequin? Thanks.
Guys, it's a one shoulder. No, it's not. It's a high-low. I almost had you fooled. I'm not losing my mind. Okay. It is for those of you who are on Instagram and can't see it, it is a high-low. I think my favorite with this was either Orta or Dandelion. I
personally liked Orta, Lupine, and Dandelion.
Lupine was nice too.
Yeah, I thought this was my favorite.
Okay. Oh, this next one, both you and I love. So what's really cool about this is it's a plaid. No, wait. It's a floral.
No, wait.
No, wait.
It's amazing.
So we have a fabulous plaid background in teal and blue. And then we have the flowers in different shades of magenta. And then these incredible sequined flowers here. Right through there. And I think they have little dangly bits. Like the black part of the beads. You can hear them. I don't know if they can hear them. Yeah, this one is so much fun. We both saw this one and went,
Isn't this so cool?
I love the sound of it.
Lol, didn't see the long drape of the fabric, said Margaret. For the mannequin piece.
Oh, yeah, it's hiding. Okay.
Good shine.
So, fun things with this are if you have Digitalis or Morvedra, I'm going to say it's a great match. What's that one that got away? Grenache? There might be some Grenache in here. But the colors from this season that I would
Orta.
Yes, definitely. Oh, gosh, yes.
I think that's what Morag was just saying is Orta. And
Orta for sure.
Heather says, my Scottish heart says I.
I love it. This one is
Gremolata I like actually with it.
Kelp works because of this. And then what was it you said? This is actually exactly the same color that's in the plaid. Believe it or not.
I liked Gremolata personally as well.
Really?
Yeah.
This one. Yeah. I do too, even though this is much more muted, it works.
Pulls the green. And Corey says Grenache for sure. Grenache for sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, I kind of like it with the yellow.
Don't hate it. And then there's all these little pastels, which I don't think are going to work. This one, Sandpiper.
Sandpiper is not bad.
Sandpiper is not bad. Time, let's try good.
I actually don't like.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, I don't
hate it either. I think Time is just going to be that fun one that you reach for in your closet.
Yeah.
I think we got all the colors so much. This is such a great piece, though. I just love it. I love the plaid with the florals. Mm-hmm. And then the gilding of the lily with the noisy sequins.
I'm very excited for the next one.
Oh my god. So this is the one that we featured on the cover for today's live.
Nothing, guys.
You need to be fearless to wear this one. Red sequins. They're red.
This is Priya photographed in it. Doesn't she look beautiful?
Trying to show them. Wait, let me take this over again. Okay, so let me try it on.
That's already happening. So Morag said burgundy pants for sure with the other piece.
Yeah, definitely.
And Corey said, wow. Jackie said, OMG. Jamie said, whoa. Jacqueline said, that one is calling my name.
Honestly, this one is. Oh, are they talking about plaid or this one?
This one.
Yeah, this one is everything. This is everything.
Everything you've ever wanted and more.
Will you pair it with the pink?
I think it does work, even though it's not exact.
Because of the green.
And it's sheer enough.
Yeah. Like red sequins on green and purple. Blue pine will work with this. This one is just too much fun. I'm sure that when we picked it, we probably went, yes, absolutely. Yeah. That is both too much and just enough.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it with the purple.
It's gorgeous.
Corey said sparkly.
So sparkly. Cruise wear. The dance on the cruise.
Marilyn said, I think this will be on many wish lists.
It's so special. It really is. I've never seen anything like it. Imagine the woman who bought this. She's like, red sequins on green? Yes. Yes, please. Okay, this next one is so beautiful. So the silk is butter. Absolute butter. The background is actually gray. Even though it looks like it's teal, it's gray. But what you're seeing are the teal leaves. And in there as well, we have some soft purples. Actually, this looks amazing with Rosa. So there it is with Rosa. Where it is with Sandpiper. Here it is with Vinaigrette. Works with vinaigrette, guys.
Margot said, gilding the lily, YKNOT, sparkling.
Yes.
And Jamie said, what other pieces do they usually cut with self pocket dresses?
That's a really good question. I would say there is no usually for self pocket dresses.
It's whatever's left
over. To make almost any style, it's probably going to end up.
Boxy
it won't
top?
Be a vest. It could be a boxy top, a side slit top, a poncho, kimono sleeve top, shrug.
I think that's it.
That's it.
The smaller styles.
Yes.
Yeah. And Jennifer Warren said everything everywhere all at once. That's what that
exactly what that is. This one is too beautiful. If these are your colors, you know who would look great in this? Gabriella.
Yeah, they're Gabriella's colors, that autumn
colors.
Autumn. Yeah. And Morag is a bright spring.
Yes.
She's not a true spring.
She's a bright spring. And we understand what that is now. This is also very pretty. I would pair this with Lysianthus or with Para. Or maybe even Zaffarino.
I think Zaffarano would be nice with that.
Did I say it wrong again?
It's Zaffarano, yeah.
Zaffarano.
Because it's not Zaffarino or... That's the one I photographed Morag in.
So this one has so many colors. The back is a buttery yellow. It also has a soft corally pink, darker corals running through it. Fabulous mint green down here. Black.
Oh, hey, Carol.
I feel like I keep doing something here.
It's because I think you forgot to pinch it
after I did everything. Yeah, so this one is extraordinarily soft. And to me, this looks like a digital print.
I think it's a digital print.
Yeah.
Look like the pixelation.
The pixelation makes it look that way. And it's got these geometrics on the back.
It's like
ferns.
It's like that midi captain we have. That's like the drawing, the scratchy drawing of the city or like the alleyway. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is too beautiful. Very different from what we normally do.
Now Judy says it's too close up.
Oh, is it?
She's like, it's too close up, right?
Okay.
No, just make it a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna pinch it a bit. Okay.
No, it's too far for you.
It's so hard to get this right. So this one is a fabulous. I think this is you.
I think it's uni. Maybe a browner version of uni. Yeah. So it would look so good.
It would look great.
Orta?
Fine color.
Jackie said, wow.
Orta.
Carol said, I'm late. I had to, brace yourselves, guys, brave the mall to pick up some hair stuff at Lush.
Do hate them all. Oh, look at it with Orta. Game changed. Right there. Honeycomb, I bet would look great too.
Judy said, perfect. And yes, I know, Morag. Orta, exactly. Cheryl said, why? Oh, why? Am I so attracted to colors that won't look good on me?
Oh, look at
you always want what you can't have, Cheryl.
Look at that honeycomb with the stop and look. Stop and look. It's perfect.
Wow. It's actually exact, guys.
It is exact.
Yeah. And Lisa said, yes, this one is mine. Jamie said, wow. Oh my God, I love this one. It's so sweet.
This is so soft.
Very unusual.
Yeah, I love colors. This is very happy.
For anybody with Inkaberry, cough, cough, cough. Jane and Morag.
Jane and Morag. So the colors in here, we have sky blue, a cobalt blue that's almost purple. I bet you it would go with lupine. Mm-hmm. Some pale greens, probably gremolata. This looks like that dark blue from this year, not Evia, but the dark one. Evia is the dark one. What's the lighter one called again?
You mean Hydra?
Hydra, not Hydra. It's Evia. Don't laugh at me, or do so quietly. So fine.
Jane said, I should try on again, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe.
And Carol said, I love the pattern on this dress.
So Jane, when you last tried on a self-pocket dress, was that before we changed the sizing of it?
Yeah.
Because we had another lady who came in and said that she bought some a while back and they didn't fit her anymore, but the ones she buys now fit her. And she thought it was because of her weight change. And I'm like, no, it was a totally different cut back then.
And Jackie says, I can't wear blue. So sad because Sorry Not Sorry has gorgeous blues. Look at the little fashionable kiwi. I love it.
Oh my God, you're right.
This is guys, beautiful. If you saw this at Holt Renfrew.
Or what's the American version of Holt Renfrew? Nordstrom?
No, I think Nordstrom is even here too.
Saks? Saks is not.
Saks is just
Saks.
Yeah.
What's the big one there then? Like the rich one.
There's Essence, but that's for younger luxury. This one is pretty too. Uni says Jackie for this one, and Jane says yes. And Cleo said, how many years ago did the size change? This year.
The size on the sculptural tunic changed
this year.
The size on the self pocket changed 2 years ago.
2 years ago, okay.
Yeah. Maybe even 3, because time flies.
I think it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
Because this year has flown by fast.
It has.
And I remember looking at samples last year or the year before.
Yes, until we finally got it exactly right. Well, I remember we had a size 1, size 2 thing going for a little while. That's how I remember it. So I'd say it's been at least 2 years.
I think with burgundy pants, this would be amazing.
Yeah, this would be amazing. Burgundy pants or black. Oh, speaking of beautiful blues. So pretty. So there is no green in this. I don't know how it's looking on YouTube and Facebook, but this is definitely sky blue and cobalt blue.
It's a bit true to color, if slightly yellow.
Very, very soft. And this is a pale blue in the background here.
Oh, okay. They've given us a couple American options. Bloomingdale's.
Oh, yes.
Dillard. Neiman Marcus.
Neiman Marcus is the one I was thinking instead of Nordstrom. Yeah.
Cleo said, oh, maybe they'll fit me now. Morag says, I don't shop them all. I love little privately owned stores. And Jamie says it looks turquoise. Yeah, it's a bit more sky blue than turquoise.
Here's.
I love this one.
Wow. So
this is Wabi.
This one is Wabi.
Gremolata. Time. Oh, yeah.
Definitely time. Definitely Marmalada, without question. This up here, that's kelp. Other colors. This is honeycomb.
Honeycomb?
Sure, next one. This is dandelion. Ooh, love it with dandelion. Dandelion for the win, guys. Honeycomb.
I think even Astra would be nice. Lupine.
I've got a surprise for you. You ready?
Jester? I knew you were going to pull that one. You know what? Yeah.
It's a yeah. Yeah.
I actually think this one works, guys. This is so funny. I have to share it. And Marilyn had said, "Oh my gosh, this is stunning." And Morag said, "My sister who lives in the US calls Neiman Marcus needless markup."
Okay, that is what I'm gonna have to.
That's too good. And I think that it's the same as the cobalt poncho in the last shipment. Yes, that other piece was. Lisa said, ooh. Corey said pink. You're right. Lisa said, now I have to buy 2 elf pocket dresses. And Jane says, I don't see that on the site. What's the number?
It's Wabi Sabi. It's PRC.
PRC.
Try. Are you looking it up or?
Yes.
6801.
6,800. Yes, it says it's active.
It says it's active.
It says it's wobbied, it's active, it's good to go, and it's on all the sales channels.
So it might just be hiding. It was hiding on us today too. Shafali kept saying, "Where are the self pocket dresses?" I'm like, "They're there," and then they weren't. But they were. They both were and weren't. Like 2 things can be true.
I asked like 5 times, and she was like, "Shafali,
they've got to be there. They've got to." But this, I have to keep doing this because it is
exact
perfect.
match,
perfect match,
seamless combination.
This is Yumi. The flowers. So pretty.
Love me an elf pocket dress, guys.
Time, dear friend.
It's 9:24.
Hmm.
Ooh, that's so delicate. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love these 2 colors together.
Yeah. That's really sweet. It almost reads like it's a gray, but there's also a bit of blue in there. There's different shades of rose and red and raspberry. Beautiful design on this. I sometimes try to get the self pocket dresses in fabrics like this that are kind of tonal, so that it actually functions like a solid. To compare it with other, like I see this with a black skirt or a pink skirt.
I'll take a look, guys.
Skirt. This one's missing too?
No, it was the last one. It's PRG, right?
This one here is PRG. This one says PRC.
The short kaftan in this piece is PR
6,800
G. It says PRC?
Yeah, but I think you should just change it to a G and add the word sheer into the title.
Hold on. PRG 6,800. View all results. So I see the short kaftan. I do not see the self pocket in this fabric, even though it says it's here. It says PRC. I'm going to call it PRG and put.
Here, read that. What do you read when you see that?
No, it's a C. It says C online too. PRG. It's sheer wobby, right?
Sheer. And then get rid of, in the tags, get rid of the one that says opaque crepe.
Yep. And change it to different silk type?
Yeah. Silk type Georgette. And we've added the sheer and we changed that. And you changed the C to a G.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then we're good. But is it not showing up still?
See, this is the thing. It says it's active. It says it's on all the sales channels. Oh my gosh, it was on everything but online store. Even though it said here it was on online store.
Well, and I actually went through today, Shafali, selected everything that was tagged June sneak peek and said make available on all channels. So what more can I do than that?
It's there, guys. It's PRG 6800. It is there.
Okay, this one is another one that's so soft. The background color is an extraordinarily pale gray or maybe even an icy blue. Then we have different shades of. Oh, someone's trying to log in on my TD account. Then we have grays, we have lavenders. This is a true sky blue in there. And the back is just grays. Again, so soft. What would I wear this with? I would wear this with
Time.
No, I think time is a little too much.
Too gray? Yeah.
I think I would
Cream?
maybe cream or maybe even flurry.
Flurry's nice, yeah.
Flurry would be nice. But I feel like this is like a fall.
Hydra. Hydra would be good.
For this, yes. Hydra would work. That'd be beautiful with Hydra.
Morag and I had the same brain cell. She just said Hydra as well. I love this one.
So this one is sheer. It has fabulous marigold red and like a purple. Hi, I got logged out from bank account in QuickBook.
Who, Reshma?
Reshma.
She just sent an email as well.
Okay.
Okay, well,
can you just send her back that I'm doing a live?
Yeah,
get back to her?
Yeah.
Okay. Reshma's our accountant. So the colors in here are Lysianthus, red, marigold, or Zaffarino. And the background color is sky blue. And I think that's it.
And Carol said for that other piece, nothing if it's that soft.
Yeah, it is that soft. And yes, I also would wear nothing. It's that. Okay, this one is kind of fun. Who was it that they said that they liked Easter colors that were fun? This is fun Easter. Green, bright green. We have like almost like a highlighter yellow, some teals in there, purples, 2 shades of purple, a purple and a magenta. And I think that's it. I would probably pair this with white. Like on a really hot summer day. Is everything working out okay over there?
I sent her a message. And Jane said, thanks. She should see it. We have a short kaftan in this fabric. Yeah, it's really nice.
It's very.
And you can pull a lot of different colors from a piece like this, which is really nice.
Okay, this one I think is one of the ones we featured today.
Yes.
It's so soft, guys. I don't think you can see how incredible the colors are. So what makes it is the blue, because it's so unexpected to see that splotch of blue in there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's somewhere between a teal blue and a sky blue, because here it's sky, but here it's teal.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. And then the other colors that are in it are different shades of earthy tones.
I think with Orta, this would be stunning.
Yeah, so that's it
with Uni.
This is it with Gremolata.
Also nice.
Yeah. Orta is right here. Yeah, really nice with Orta too. And I'm thinking dandelion.
My favorite is Orta. Such an unusual combination.
Maybe honeycomb?
Honeycomb would be nice too. Yeah. Honeycomb has enough of that green in it.
Yeah.
It's nice. Hey, Lorena. Lorena said, at gym today, 78-year-old guy loved my maxi dress.
Oh, this is also very fun and soft. This one's going to go with time.
Because they're all room for time.
See, like it's definitely time that's in there. I don't know if there's enough of a difference though to pull it off.
I actually think time dulls it.
Yeah. Maybe what you need is a lupine with something more purple.
Yeah.
Maybe something from our spring.
These are also Easter colors.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. If you our Easter loving friend. And Corey actually recommended lupine for this one. So maybe you and Corey share brains.
Yes. So here's lupine. Oh, yes.
Wow.
100%.
Bold. Love
that
it.
Really makes it pop. I was wondering about vinaigrette. No.
I like the colors together. I think it would be a cool look. Astra. Is that Astra?
That's Astra. No, this is Night Shadow.
Night Shadow would be nice.
Night Shadow.
It's got enough gray in it that kind of mutes it.
Tough. We are in to Maxi Kaftans, guys. Wow. Remember when we went through these, we were like, how much time do I have left?
9:32.
Oh, plenty of time. Okay, so guys, this. I'm actually going to try this one on. So this one does have metal threads in it. It's not.
Oh, the code for the other one, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
Of course.
This guy here.
Yeah.
So soft. PRC 6812 is wabi sabi.
I think it's going to have the same issue. Hold on, friends. If you liked PRC 6812, you should probably got to see if it's online. Is it a PRC or is it a PRG?
See. Let's see. Okay.
All right. It says that it's on the sales channels, but if you look, it's not on the online store.
Okay, could you do me a super quick favor? Go into admin.
Yeah, I'm an admin.
Okay, go into tagged, go into vendor, July
Products.
2025.
Hold on. And hold on. It's all loading.
That's okay. Because we're online too.
Show off this beautiful piece. I will go to vendor July 2025.
These are all little gold circles. Once you've done that, you're going to go select all and then go to select all pieces, like 50 plus pieces.
Select all results.
Yes.
Bulk edit?
No. Then you're going to go to the 3 dots.
3 dots.
And you're going to
include in sales channels?
Yes. And his sales channel, you're going to select his online store. And then you're going to press do your thing, whatever that button happens to be. So the background colors in this is definitely a black. Then what you're seeing here are gold circles that they're not cut thread work, which is what you would think that they would be. They're actually a zigzaggy. No, guys, I lied. They are cut thread. Where I looked, I couldn't tell. So this is cut thread work. So it's woven in and then cut off at the back. So it's basically shot through the fabric here.
Couple comments about this piece. Carol said it's very sheer anyhow, so probably would have something underneath or nothing at all. Depends on your day. Jamie said, ooh, Carol said that is sort of sexy evening looking. And Corey said so pretty, chic and stunning. Jamie said that would be so elegant. I wish I had somewhere to go. Grocery store, guys. Carol said looks great with your earrings.
Okay, so this Maxi Kaftan just screams out, wear me around the house and be a diva. Because it is
be a diva at Fortino's.
So soft, so unbelievably soft.
Be a diva at the farmer's market.
I feel like again I need to do this once. So I don't know how I did maybe today. Okay. So the colors in here are, you ready guys? It's time. That shade in there is time.
Yeah, you've made it way too big.
Too big.
Yeah.
It's too big, guys.
I think it was fine before. Okay, I have to wait. I can't see it until.
I just feel like there's so much space above my head.
That's okay.
People like space above my head.
I think they just want to see the piece in full. Maybe just tilt the thing down more.
Better. Okay, so really, really, really soft. Does have some embroidery. You can feel the embroidery on the other side. It's not painful. It's just there. But
Carol said, I like the border on the neckline.
Yeah, me too. That's really pretty. Because it's all that teal.
Mm-hmm.
This next one is a showstopper.
Excuse me. Oh, yeah. I pulled this one out when Priya and I went downstairs and I went, whoa.
Yeah, we both were like, what the heck? So this one you should know weighs a ton because of the embroidery. You can hear me. So what we have are pinks, blues, reds. Let me show you the colors first. Blacks, pinks, blues, reds, sherbety orange, more blue, some fabulous pink. There's some yellows in there, and then this is what it looks like. It's really heavy.
Holy mother. You look like you're going to carry the Olympian.
Honestly, how do you not
Olympian
feel
torch.
special?
Now, this is a dress to wear at the grocery store.
This is the dress to wear.
Where'd you go? Greece?
You know that fancy place that you guys went where all the bougie people go in Toronto?
Cabana?
I wear this to Cabana.
This is giving Cabana, guys.
This is a flex dress. You put it on and then you drop your sunglasses at people.
Yes. Going to the grocery store would be a picture. We'll stay down in the wind, says Carol.
Yeah.
Morag says, wowzers.
It is unfreaking believable. Can she go backwards? Is she a Monday,
Possibly.
Tuesday? Wow. Also fabulous. I just feel like a princess, like a Grecian princess. Wow. Showstopper.
I love it. She's so happy.
This. I love this. Like, it's just impossible not to feel beautiful, regal. Feel regal. Okay, this guy here, so super sweet. We have everybody's favorite shade of like a brighter Kelly green. We have our night shadow blue. We have some peach in there. The background is a very, 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 very pale green. Colors are coming out true there. Coming out true there?
Yeah. It's a bit more vivid, but this is such a sweet piece.
It's so sweet. I love that green one. With the blue in it, the indigo.
Mm.
Okay, here's another showstopper.
Oh!
And I know what you're all thinking. You're like, Priya, will that go with Barbie Pink? Which is called Mandevilla, and the answer is yes. Yes, it will. So what do we have here? We have some sort of a giraffe or a leopard in a garden. Digital print, obviously. Mm-hmm.
I love it. It's got that cheetah print.
That's a daisy, isn't it?
Yeah. I love it. Stunning. Ooh.
So stunning. It would go with everything in your closet. If you are a Casbah pant owner, you have something that will match this.
100%. Inkberry. Cough, 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 cough.
Well, even allium.
Allium would be nice.
Rose.
Gail just bought an allium set today. Cough, cough, cough.
Hera.
Morvedra.
How
does Mandevillian look with this?
That's the one I just tried.
Oh. Sorry.
That's good.
Okay. Yeah.
Barbie Pink.
Love it. Living in her Barbie world. I think lupine.
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything that won't with this.
Yeah.
Let's try it. And this was very lightweight.
Giraffe. Yeah, maybe it is a giraffe.
I think it was a giraffe.
African daisy and coneflowers is what Morag said. And Morag would know.
So, okay, I love it this way, this flower right here.
Ties into actually what Carol was saying. Carol says she prefers this style backwards.
I just want to keep doing this. Put my hip in.
Put that hip out, Priya.
As much as I can. I literally will put that hip out. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
I'll stay true to my word.
Yeah.
Yes, coneflower, yellow daisy. Yes. Yes, Carol said coneflower as well. Yeah, actually, we learned today that Morag has lived many lives.
Oh my gosh, guys. You know how I used to do those playing by your own rules? We need to do one of those with Morag. When she gets back home, we set it up. You guys need to hear her life. She is inspirational in so many ways.
So many ways.
So many ways.
And even Christine today.
Yeah. We learned a little bit more about Christine, and it really shows the duality of people. You know, like she's retired. She had a tough job, a really tough job, a draining job. But yeah, I was saying to Morag that There are so many women in this group who have experienced elements of the things that you've experienced, that it would make them feel less alone to know that you have survived all of these things. I mean, and how you've actually, the personality you have now has been forged by all of these trials.
I think so. I think a lot of women can relate to that kind of statement, especially a lot of the women we see and meet every single day that are, customers of the store. Like, we have conversations like this very often.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to be able to have those conversations with out of town customers, because you guys are visiting us and that makes us so happy. Love it with Orta. Oh my God.
So this is a fuchsia with purpley undertones, but I wouldn't call it magenta at all. Oh, look, it's got flowers
in it as well.
Yeah, down at the bottom there. So pretty too. We got a great selection of Maxi Kaftans.
Very unique, each one.
And I really have been reaching for my Maxi Kaftans more, especially with this hot weather, to just throw on something that looks this good.
You look, okay, in the camera, you look incredible.
It's a great piece.
Okay, you stay there.
Pull a Mira.
But it's do the kick. Morag did a kick today as well. Claire said, hey Claire, she said, oh yeah. ...
Okay, backwards. Also beautiful.
Stunning, says Carol. Carol says she would love to have a play by her own rules with Morag. It helps build resilience. And Lorena said, that's everyone I know. Warriors. But that's actually what we talked to Morag about. Isn't that what you said to her?
Well, that I didn't say the word warriors.
No,
but we've been forged by all of these things that have happened. And I was saying that all the women I know have stories of this, where something has happened. They've come across somebody who's really forced them to learn and grow, because there's nothing else you can do in that situation but learn and grow. And I don't hear enough men talk about, this thing happened, or I found myself involved in this, or I was a part of this relationship, and it gave me such an opportunity to learn and grow. I want to hear those words out of a man.
Yeah.
I want to hear that self-reflection. I want to hear the pride in the resilience, right? But not the blaming, shaming, self-victimizing, I had an opportunity to learn and grow, and look at me now. Because I feel like women, they get that.
They do.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even that it's that they get that. It's kind of like, unfortunately, we have been forced into these scenarios. Yeah. And so we either have to learn or grow, or we
crumble.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
It's true.
Heather said, okay, Morag said, stunning for the last piece. Heather said, now I'll have to choose between a retinol face cream or a new Maxi Kaftan. And Morag said, Heather, LOL. And Carol said, choose the Maxi. Jamie said, I am teaching my sons to do that.
I am so happy. And that doesn't surprise me that you're
your sons are really sweet.
Your sons were so sweet. And your husband is
so sweet.
So you've got some great role models there for those boys. I think people in my husband's generation did not have that kind of a self-aware role model. Somebody who saw themselves truly as a partner and were allowed to genuinely take up space with what they loved instead of what their expectations were. I think a lot of men got really pushed into their square pegs pushed into circle.
Well, even my special friend, you've been talking to him a lot.
Yes, he's so sweet. And the thing that I really liked about talking to Shefali's special friend, he and Shefali had this betrayal happened to them.
Yeah, it was really fun, guys.
It was awful. And we were there last night. That's why she's so stressed out. It's not work. She loves work.
That's true.
Yeah. So anyways, I was talking to him and he said to me, after something like this, I can't help but think, is it worth developing a friendship? Like, can somebody be trusted? You really put yourself out there and you think, here is someone who's going to be a friend. And then this happens. And I said, first of all, whatever is happening is not personal to you. It's so easy to think that if somebody is blaming you, projecting on you, that you're the problem. And it certainly makes them feel better to think that you're the problem, because then they don't need to look inwards. But what I said to him is it's definitely worth having relationships, but you want to look for those green flags where if you say, hey, this thing troubled me, they stop what they're doing and say, oh my gosh, tell me more. And what can I do to help this? If you have that kind of relationship where there's room for reconnection and rupture repair, that's about as perfect as it's going to get. That is perfect.
Yeah.
Because then you're both going to learn and grow. It's not that there's not going to be conflict. Because I think if there's no conflict,
something's wrong.
Something's hard. There's going to be conflict.
Yeah.
So if you both see it as an opportunity to learn and grow, there's just so much room to become. Okay, guys, this is my story that I tell everybody. I'll change clothes and show you stuff while I'm talking. So a long time ago, like when I was 18 years old, a friend of mine gave me a book called The Book of Tao, T-A-T-A-O.
Taoism?
Taoism is pronounced with a D, though. It's like Tao.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I read the book. It was wonderful. It's all told in terms of Winnie the Pooh. I highly recommend it.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, because Winnie the Pooh is the ultimate Taoist because he accepts everything. He lives in the moment. He has no expectations. He's happy with what life brings him. So anyways, at the very front of this book, there was a picture of the vinegar tasters. And it was Confucius and Buddha and the creator of Taoism. And they were tasting vinegar out of the same vat. And Confucius was so angry that it was bitter and sour. And Buddha was so sad that it was sour.
Which is so Buddhist, by the way.
It's so sad.
So much suffering.
And the guy who invented Taoism was smiling because that's exactly what vinegar is supposed to taste like. Things are as they should be. I'm accepting that this is how it should be. Now, how did I get onto that? I think the point I was making is that it has something to do with the idea that we are all imperfect. And if you can accept that we are all just a schmuck out on the street getting by, barely getting by, you have so much room for the next person who is barely getting by, and you can both laugh ironically. But if that person's not willing to laugh ironically, they need some opportunities to learn and grow. Because when together we laugh ironically, together we grow. Anyways, that's me and my preachy side. Sorry, guys. Try to avoid that.
Sarah Jane asks, when you have a minute, could you show the blue linen swatches?
Yes.
And you can do that while I read some comments because there's lots. So Jamie said she's teaching her sons to do that. Carol said use grapeseed oil. Oh no. Oh no.
What happened?
Now when I have this thing when I scroll, sometimes it just pushes me out of the chat. So I'm going to read the comments from your phone.
Okay, yeah, they're still there.
Yeah.
This one is Night Shadow and this one is Astra.
Okay. Tech support's here.
This one is Time.
Carol said, instead of buying retinol, use grapeseed oil on your face.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Jane says, good for you, Jamie. It's so important. Jamie says, too bad you didn't get a chance to talk to my eldest. Carol says, make sure there's no almond oil, though. Lorena said,
I love it.
Lorena said, parents, guardians, models that behavior with boys. Carol says, oh, shit, that is a beautiful silk.
Yeah, it really was.
Lomi said, is that dress black?
That's a great question. The answer is yes. It is both lavender and gray.
Jamie says, it's always worth it to have friendships. Morag said, it's not about you. There is always conflict. And Carol says, rupture, repair, that's a good thing.
Yes.
Jamie said, you'll always learn. That way, says Lorena. The way, says Lorena. Jamie says, it's all about the repair. We all are human. We're going to screw up and break. We build back strong.
True.
And Curious at Home says, a definitely great book.
Yeah, good. I'm glad somebody else said it. It's been around forever.
And Carol says, not my colors, but I really do. But I really care when it's that pretty. But do I really care when it's that pretty?
I don't.
No, it was really nice.
Okay, this one, by the way, matches Mandevilla perfectly. This is the Mandevilla match.
The Mandevilla match. And this is such a sweet print, too.
This really, and it's got satin.
Yeah.
This is satin. And then this is all satin. This is all satin.
It's all sad. You never know what inner and outer battles one is and has experienced. Heather says them's Oasis's lyrics, imperfection of life. Lorena said, be kind always. And James says, hi, Shafali.
Hi. Now, one thing that you wrote in one of your posts, Lorena, always it resonates with me all the time. But what you said was, I either love you, or I wish you something like good luck with your growth. Like, and it applies to everybody that you know. You either love them or you have compassion for the fact that they're on their journey, but you kind of wish them well as they're
on their journey,
learning their thing. And you love them and wish them so well with that. And then there's those people you just love. And I think that has really helped me a lot too. The idea that, everybody's on their journey. We're all at different places on it. You've got to have compassion, but you also have to have boundaries, right? They can go learn their stuff over there, far away from you, if they are hurtful. And aren't okay. This one with time, such a no-brainer. Love it. I think this would also look really great with Juju. Okay, this is Dandelion. Maybe a bit bright with Dandelion, but I like it. This one is Night Shadow, and I have a feeling Night Shadow. Oh, it's not. I thought it was going to work really well, but it doesn't. I thought I was going to go with that. So maybe this is more teal than it. Is it an Orta? I don't know. I think Time might be the best.
I think so too.
Or possibly Honeycomb, which is missing in action right now. Oh, there it is.
And Claire says, my journey is probably to try and get to that with people.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard. It's so hard not to take it personally. And it's funny because I give Shafali advice all the time. And I'm like, trust me, I knew none of this when I was your age. Not a whit of wisdom. But maybe it does happen at 50 that you start to get wisdom. I did listen to this podcast. It's that same one, Diary of a CEO, that I was telling you guys about. So, this one is butter. Shafali was doing. This one is absolute butter. So I was listening to Diary of a CEO, and it was talking about the anthropology of husbands in relationships and what role do they play now, what role have they played historically, because there is a trend towards women saying we don't really need men. If we can have the babies without them, that's probably what we would do.
Honestly, yeah.
And you're not alone in thinking that. And so what she as an anthropologist wanted to know is how come humans are one of the few species where men do participate in child rearing?
Yeah.
What is it that the men provide that somehow made it
necessary almost?
Yeah, what's that word when you like Darwinism?
Evolution?
Evolution. What part of evolution made it better for those men who stayed with their children to continue to prosper? Right? For that trait.
To make it something that is
a desired
trait. Yeah.
So one of the things she said that was so freaking cool. She said that women, when they meet men, can smell whether the man would be a good mate. And men cannot do that to women.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and it has to do with how far they are genetically, like how genetically different they are. And women will be attracted to men with whom they'd be most likely to have a healthy child that's not too close genetically. So that was really cool. But the other thing she said
makes a lot of sense for my type of guys.
Look at this.
Oh my god.
Wow. So
no brainer.
That's honeycomb. So the other thing she said was that when you think back to our parents or our grandparents' generation, women lived to just over 50. So by the time the kids were raised and, everything had settled down and they looked at their husbands and said, what the heck am I doing with you? They were on death's door. So they were like, I really don't have the energy to.
It doesn't really matter.
Start round two.
Yeah.
But now, because women are living another 40 years after 50, and 50 is when they kind of start to really get a sense of self, they're looking at their relationship with their husband and going, you were great as a father. You did that wonderfully. I don't really need a father anymore. So maybe I'm just gonna move along and get what I need from my friendships.
Yeah.
And that is a trend that's happening more and more. But she says that the reason it's happening is because women's lifespans are longer. It's not only that women have the capacity now to live independently that they didn't have before, but there are just so many years left after the childbearing years.
Yeah.
This is too beautiful.
You can start being yourself again after being a mother for so long.
Yeah. Are you getting messages? Because I just saw one that says should be sold.
Yeah, there's it's not should be sold, should say bold.
Oh.
And oh yes, best ever. Jane says boundaries are a must. Jamie said, I love hanging out with you ladies in these silks. Carol says boundaries now. That's a skill worth working on.
Yes.
Cheers to that. Jane says that is so true. Happens late 40s and 50s. Jane says unless life situation forces wisdom. Yes, that unfortunately happens to me.
Is very wise. Way beyond her years, unfortunately.
Jane said, this is so funny. Well, I had a bad sense of smell in my 20s and 30s.
Those boys all stunk.
Oh, yeah. So stinky. I love this dress.
This is so
sweet. Very unusual pattern. We don't get a sarga like this.
Like I've never seen anything. It's not teal. It's a pistachio.
Yeah.
Maybe like a pale, almost a viscosha, but more green.
Yeah.
Maybe gremolata. Oh, it's gremolata, guys.
Tori says honeycomb for the win. Heather says, oh my, polka dot spots. Jamie says, now who is this? So bad, love it. No, who is this? So bold, love it. Carol says that dress was art. Jane says that is beautiful. Jacqueline Webster says, I'm 72 and have been married 52 years. Can't imagine not having my husband with me for this life of mine. That's really sweet.
That is really sweet. And my belief is there are some men who are very capable of recognizing that there's a shift in their partner once the child years are over, where they're willing to embrace the fact that they love this human being so much. And as she grows and matures, they're willing to see her in a new way and love and appreciate her for who she's becoming.
Yeah.
And I think it takes a very strong and secure man to do that.
Yeah.
I've been with my husband for 32 years. Some of it was really rocky, but it was a really great opportunity to learn and grow. And he had a problem because of his childhood that he had an idea of what a role a woman should have. And once the kids were grown up and I started to really go out, like Michelle Obama is saying, I don't know if you've been hearing about this interview that she's been doing, these interviews, where she says she has never, up until her 50s, had the opportunity to fully express her own personal ambitions and goals because she was always not an accessory, but an addition to somebody else's goals, like her kids or her husband. And she says now she's at the point where she's like, I am going to fly. It's time. And that's where the husbands have to say, yes, and I will be here. And some husbands are not capable of that because it forces them to look inwards and they feel abandoned, triggers all their childhood father wounds and mother wounds, and they spiral down into a slippery slope. Slippery slope. But I'm proud to say my husband, he has done the work.
Good for him.
Yes. I can't imagine not having him around.
Yeah.
But he really did step up and do the work.
And Claire said, I hear that, Jane. I also had a bad sense of smell. And Jackie said, lovely. I like just the touch of color in that Maxi Kaftan. Whoa. And Maura gets suggested pine cone for that.
Oh, yeah.
Before we get onto this stunner of a
piece. Pine cone. Of course. Of course. Pine cone.
And Jamie said, good for him.
Yeah. Him too. Yeah. Because he didn't have role models of, yes, Pinecone was so freaking perfect with that. He didn't have those role models, but he decided who's the man I want to be. And then he worked towards it. Mm-hmm. And that took a lot of introspection and not a lot of people generally are willing to do that. Yeah. So kudos to you, goat. You really are the goat.
The goat.
The goat.
Shows the mug again. Love it.
Love this so much. This is another princess one, maybe a little more muted.
Morag says this one is royalty too.
It is royalty too. Now the back is really quite plain, considering. Like, I mean, it's not plain. It's plainer.
Oh, so boring.
Polka dots.
Love it.
Sparkly polka dots.
And then you have Let Them Watch From Behind.
Let them watch you walk. Let them watch you walk.
Gorgeous. I have been with my husband, says Carrie, for 32 years. He has always been my biggest fan.
Honestly,
That's really sweet.
it's very nice that there are men like him, like that out. Because there wasn't a lot of role models in that generation.
Claire said, it's nice to hear that good male partners actually exist. You know, it's funny. I feel like even in the short years that I've been in relationships, like I love it with Horta.
Yeah, I love it with Horta.
I feel like I have even had to understand myself why I gravitated towards one type of partner versus another. And it made me realize that what I thought would be the perfect partner for myself wasn't. It just was something that I felt like
comfortable. It felt familiar. It
felt familiar, and also it felt like I had lacked that before, so I needed the exact extreme opposite of what I lacked, which was almost an over-exaggeration of what I actually needed.
The pendulum swing.
Yeah.
Always the pendulum swing. But yeah.
Grocery store said Jamie. Morag said Egyptian goddess.
Yes.
And Cleopatra vibes for that other one. Judy said 41 years, couldn't imagine where my life would be without.
Aww. Yeah, there are some good ones out there, guys. This one's Wabi Sabi. He's not a guy, but he's a was. This one here. But the other thing that this podcast was talking about was that women, the depth of women's friendships and the amount of oxytocin that women get from being in relationships with other women is something that is very hard to replicate in a relationship with a man. There's just that camaraderie, that bonding, that care. Wow. So, yeah, interesting. I do find I like the Diary of a CEO podcast, except, okay, what I don't like is how he makes them sound really flashy, like the 10 top ways to lose your something. And I'm like, okay, that makes it sound cheesy. But I guess that's marketing.
And Jamie says, my son Sam says hello.
Hi.
And he loves the pink one.
Oh, good.
Hi, Sam. He likes vibrant colors, says Jamie.
It's too beautiful.
And Judy said, any chance we can finish the Maxis on Friday?
There's not that many.
There's only 4.
There's only 4. What time is it?
It's 10:04.
Oh gosh.
And Heather says teal and gold for me.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
And Skipper Morag said, Heather, that is so you.
Okay, there's only 4, guys. So there's this one,
so soft,
work of art, so soft. This one also a work of art.
And they're both wabi.
And they're both wabi. And I think all of these ones at the end are wabi. Okay, guys, and that's it. This one's stunning. With the green in it.
Yeah.
Green polka dots. And this one is teals, viscosha, dandelion-ish, maybe a little more beige.
Carol said sorry for swearing earlier. It's fine.
That's okay. So that's it, guys. These are the 3 styles. We only went through 45 pieces. So basically we go through 15 pieces an hour.
Yeah.
We'll have to speed up because there's going to be more ponchos and things. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Just to go full circle to where this all started, talking about your friend. I think relationships, what makes them last and what makes them important is that ability to introspect and to recognize in each other that everybody is just a flawed schmuck like me.
That's actually something that you said about when you talked to him. You were saying that he actually was able to really understand.
Yeah, he really was able to understand. I was so impressed. Okay, guys, enough talking about all those things. I hope you enjoyed the fashion show. We will see you on Friday when we will release a bunch of more pieces, and we'll try to keep it a little lighter next time. Take care.
Take care, guys. Bye.